Hey, what's up everyone? Sorry for the technical difficulties. Camera just froze up, so I had to reset the stream. Yo, what's up Alex? What's up Norm? Yeah, I could definitely check those out for you tonight. And to anyone that was on the stream last night, sorry for not seeing your messages. My chat wasn't working for some reason last night, so I couldn't see a lot of the messages you guys were sending for what you wanted to see. So I'm just going to start with my usual set first, and then I'll get to the ones that you want to see for you, Norm. Alright, so total crypto market cap. So the weekly is still looking really nice. Bears continue to lose momentum, bullish cross. RSI is attempting to get into the bullish control zone. And very nice bullish engulfing candles going on here. For the daily, we just have a lot of consolidation going on. Bulls losing momentum, but the stochastic is beginning to coil up, so attempting to decide what the market wants to do next. RSI is just hugging the overbought zone currently, and there's quite a lot of consolidation going on the daily candles here. It looks like we have just a very slight bullish engulfing candle close on yesterday's daily candle here. Four-hour bears attempting to gain a tiny bit of momentum with a bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and very slight bearish engulfing on the 4-hour candles. Realistically, I would like to see this fib level here hold around $1.9 trillion. And if we form support at this previous resistance, that'll be looking very nice for the total crypto market cap. Bears gaining a little bit of momentum on the 1-hour with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Bearish control zone on the 1-hour RSI, and slight bearish engulfing going on in the candles. So definitely potential for a little bit more of a pullback here, but overall it is looking quite nice currently. Alright, Bitcoin. Very small bearish momentum, looking like it's getting significantly weaker. Pretty close to getting some bullish momentum beginning to build on the MACD for the weekly, so I really like the looks of this here. I love the bullish cross that we have on the stochastic, and we are currently neutral on the RSI here. Bullish engulfing going on the candles for the weekly. And just hugging the fib level and attempting to break above. We're bullishly engulfing above about roughly 2 months worth of candles here, so I do like the looks of the weekly quite a lot for both Bitcoin and total crypto market cap. For the daily, bulls continue to lose momentum, but the stochastic is starting to coil up a little bit. The RSI is currently still in the bullish control zone, so I like the looks of this here. And very slight bearish engulfing going on right under the fib level here. Got a little wick brought back down. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a little bit of a pullback for Bitcoin, but overall it's starting to look like the trend is making an attempt at reversing to the upside currently. Alright, for the 4-hour, bears are gaining a little bit of momentum. Bearish engulfing going on, bearish cross on the stochastic, and the RSI is starting to enter the bearish control zone. Bears gaining a little momentum on the 1-hour with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Bearish control zone for the RSI with slight bearish engulfing on the 1-hour. So both total crypto market cap and Bitcoin look like there is potential for a little bit more of a pullback going on, but the larger time frame, such as the weekly, is starting to look quite bullish, especially with the bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish engulfing on the candles, and we are very close to some bullish momentum beginning to build on the MACD. At that point, all you really need is the RSI to get up into the bullish control zone, and everything's looking absolutely amazing for Bitcoin to have a nice rally in the coming days and weeks. Alright, bears losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly, bullish cross on the stochastic. The RSI is starting to get pretty close to the bullish control zone. And I really like the bullish engulfing candles going on here. Nice clean break above the fib level currently, and bullishly engulfing above roughly 2 months worth of candles here. Ethereum actually looks even nicer than Bitcoin in total crypto market cap on the daily. We have a very clear bullish engulfing candle yesterday. And today it looks like it is making an attempt at rallying again, especially when you look at the bullish cross we have on the stochastic here. Bulls are losing momentum and we are overbought on the RSI, but looks like it does still have little gas in it if it does want to make an attempt at one more little rally. 4 hour, bulls losing momentum with a bearish cross on the stochastic. We were just very slightly overbought on the RSI, now it's pulled back a bit, so there's room on the RSI if it does want to make another attempt at a rally. Very slight bearish engulfing on the candles here. Look more like consolidation than anything. And I'd ideally like to see this fib level hold around $3,133. Forming some support at previous resistance would be showing a lot of strength and accumulation on this asset. And 1 hour, a little bit of bearish momentum building with a bearish cross. Neutral on the RSI. Tempting to get into the bearish control zone, but still neutral for now. And very slight bearish engulfing. So same thing as total crypto market cap in Bitcoin. It is possible we see a little bit more of a pullback going on, but overall it is looking quite nice currently. And XRP is actually one of my favorite looking charts currently on the weekly. 2 weeks straight of bullish momentum building. Bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. And I'm really liking the looks of the consistent bullish engulfing going on here, and now it's attempting to get to the pennant that we're in and break bullish out of the pennant. And if we do see a bullish break out of this pennant, the move is likely going to be a very massive move, especially if we break out to the upside on this asset. Bears gaining a bit of momentum on the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and very slight bearish engulfing on the daily candles, looking more like consolidation than anything on this asset. Bulls losing a bit of momentum on the 4 hour, bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and bearish engulfing on the candles. So for XRP, we could get all the way down to as low as around 62.8 cents, and this asset still looks bullish. As long as we remain in this pennant and we don't break to the downside, it's looking great for this asset, especially if we do see a nice clean break to the upside coming. One of you guys want to send another message to the chat just to make sure that the chat's still working? I just want to make sure we don't have the same glitch that I had last night. I appreciate that, Norm. I can see the message. Just want to make sure that I'm not skipping out on what anyone wants to see tonight. Alright, VeChain. Oh, we actually do have some bullish momentum beginning to build on VeChain. Really liking the looks of that. Bullish cross on the stochastic for the weekly. The RSI is neutral. And we're attempting to bullishly engulf on the candles here. I'm just going to adjust the fib level a little bit here. Alright, so for the daily, bulls are losing a bit of momentum. Slight bearish cross on the stochastic. The RSI was just quite overbought, so I'm not surprised that this is cooling off a little bit. And very tiny bearish engulfing, looking more like consolidation than anything on this asset. 4 hour bears gaining momentum with a bearish cross on the stoke. Still neutral on the RSI, but attempting to get into the bearish control zone. And a little bit of bearish engulfing going on the 4 hour candles. So far, it's just looking like higher highs and higher lows, though, so it is looking quite nice currently, especially the way that the RSI just pulled back to neutral. So the RSI could be reset and attempt to rally again. Going to see how that plays out over the next day or two. Bears gaining some slight momentum on the 1 hour, bearish cross on the stochastic. The RSI is in the bearish control zone on the 1 hour with some slight bearish engulfing going on. So after the nice little rally it had, it's definitely possible we do see a little bit more of a cool off. But the larger time frame, such as the weekly, looking absolutely great for this asset, especially now that we have some bullish momentum beginning to build with a nice clear bullish cross on the stochastic. And I also like the way that the candles are rounding out here and making an attempt at rallying. We're bullishly engulfing above probably about 2 months worth of candles here as well, so that's looking very nice. And we're still under the 618, so it is still an alright accumulation zone on this asset. Yeah, I find VeChain is looking quite nice for the weekly. Smaller time frames, definitely potential for a little cool off, but overall this asset's beginning to look quite bullish. Alright, seller network. Bears losing momentum on the weekly. Bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI, and I really like the looks of the candle here. Went from just hugging the top of this fib level to making an attempt at breaking through the next fib level here. And bulls losing a bit of momentum on the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic. Slight pullback on the RSI back to just entering under the overbought zone, so that's looking nice. And it looks like we actually have a bull flag going on here on the daily. Slight bearish engulfing on this candle, but overall that's looking like a bull flag right here going on. Bears gaining momentum on the 4 hour with a bearish cross, neutral on the RSI. And looking like we're just consolidating on the 4 hour candles here currently. Bears losing momentum on the 1 hour, stochastic coiling up. Just hugging the oversold region on the 1 hour, so I like the looks of that, especially with the consolidation going on, showing potential for maybe we'll start to reverse here. So overall, seller network is looking quite nice on the large time frames, and the smaller time frames are looking nicer than quite a lot of cryptos today. I'm going to be back in just 1 minute. I didn't get a chance to grab one of my drinks a while ago when I was working out the issues with my camera, so I'll just be back in about 2 minutes. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm back. Appreciate the wait. Is there anything else that you guys want me to check out for you tonight? Alright, so Dogecoin, I really like the looks of the weekly here. 2 weeks straight of bulls gaining momentum, and we have quite significant momentum building this week. Very nice bullish cross on the stochastic. RSI is starting to get back around the neutral zone, and very nice bullish engulfing on the candles here. And we're also under the fib extensions currently, so phenomenal accumulation zone on this asset. So starting to show signs of potential reversal on the weekly, and we're also at a great accumulation zone, so I personally am accumulating Doge still at these levels. Alright, for the daily, bears losing momentum, bullish cross on the stochastic, but the stoch is starting to coil up. Bullish control zone for the RSI, and looking like we just got a lot of consolidation going on the daily candles here. Four-hour, bears gaining a little bit of momentum. Stochastic is beginning to coil up on the 4-hour as well, so I like the looks of that. Neutral on the RSI, and just quite a lot of consolidation going on the candles here. Bears losing momentum on the 1-hour, bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone for the RSI, and consolidation going on the candles currently. Smaller time frames starting to look alright, especially with the stochastics coiling up, but still potential for a slight pullback. The larger time frames, like the weekly, same thing with most cryptos right now, is starting to look very, very nice and showing signs of a potential reversal. And might as well take a look at the other dog coin, Shiba Inu. Bears losing momentum on the weekly, bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and I do like the way that we're bullishly engulfing and just above the fib level. We were just hugging that fib level, making an attempt at breaking it. Started to round out, now we're coming back around and attempting to rally. Bulls losing momentum on the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic. We're still in the bullish control zone for the RSI, and looking like some slight bearish engulfing on the daily candles. Bears gaining a bit of momentum on the 4-hour, stochastics crossed bearish. Starting to enter the bearish control zone on the RSI with some slight bearish engulfing going on the candles. One-hour, bears losing a bit of momentum with a bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and slight bearish engulfing. So we definitely could see a bit more pullback on this asset, but the larger time frame, same with most things right now for cryptos, starting to look quite nice. Now, we don't have bullish momentum growing like we have on Doge, and Doge is also at a much nicer accumulation zone, so out of the two, I would definitely be accumulating Doge versus SHIB right now. But SHIB is starting to show some signs of potential reversal and life. And don't forget to smash the like button if you're enjoying the stream tonight. So, bullish cross on the weekly stochastic for VVS. Just looks like consolidation going on the weekly candles here. Losing a bit of bullish momentum on the daily. Bearish cross on the stochastic, but we are beginning to coil up here. Neutral on the RSI, and extreme consolidation going on here over the past 3 days, so it is attempting to hold this level. I also like the stochastic attempting to coil up here. Might see a potential bullish cross coming. 4 hour, bears losing significant momentum with a bullish cross on the stochastic, so that looks great. Slightly in the bearish control zone for the RSI, and just looking like we have extreme consolidation going on the candles here. So this is at a absolutely phenomenal accumulation zone, and the utility of BVS I absolutely love. This would be my favorite DeFi 1.0 protocol, probably my favorite DeFi protocol in general, honestly. So based on the utility of this coin, the accumulation zone starting to show signs of potential reversal, I am accumulating some pretty heavy bags of this asset currently. Is there anything else that you guys want me to check out for you tonight? Alright, Polar. Bulls losing some slight momentum on the daily with a bearish cross on the stochastic. The RSI is starting to enter the bullish control zone. Just a lot of consolidation going on the daily here so far. Bears losing slight momentum on the 4 hour. Stochastic is attempting to cross bullish. The RSI is trying to enter the bullish control zone, and we're also bullishly engulfing on the 4 hour. It's looking like we got pretty consistent higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and we may make an attempt at higher highs, which if we do break bullish and form higher highs on Polar, definitely showing signs of a potential rally. 1 hour, bears losing significant momentum with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI for now, and very nice bullish engulfing going on the candles here. Alright, Alliance block. The bears continue to lose momentum on the weekly, and the stochastic is starting to cross bullish. We were just hugging the oversold region on the RSI, now it's attempting to come back up a bit. Bullish engulfing so far over the past 2 weeks. And the daily, I really like the looks of this. Bullish momentum continues to build on the daily. Very nice bullish cross on the stochastic. Not oversold or not overbought yet on the RSI, so there's still more room to run to the upside if it wants to. And we actually do have a little bull flag going on here currently on the daily chart. 4 hour, bulls losing momentum, but the stochastic is starting to coil up. The candles show a lot of consolidation, so we're really attempting to hold this level. And we were just overbought on the RSI, now we're cooled off a little bit, so potential for it to start rallying again actually. 1 hour, bears losing momentum, stochastics crossed bullish. Neutral zone on the RSI, and just looking like we have a lot of consolidation going on the candles here for the 1 hour. Yeah, I do really like the looks of the 4 hour as well. This is a really nice coil up going on the stochastic, so if that crosses bullish, definitely potential for this asset to start to rally again. And we're also at a very nice accumulation zone. It would be roughly a 5x to previous all-time highs, which is what I typically aim for when I'm accumulating an asset. Yeah, if there's anything else you guys want me to check out for you tonight, just let me know, and I'll get to that as soon as I'm done with these three. Alright, Hex. Bears losing momentum on the weekly. Stochastics cross bullish. Starting to get back into neutral territory on the RSI. And I'm really liking the looks of the bullish engulfing and the way that we were just hugging this fib level here. Didn't break below it, and now it's starting to round out and come back up with a nice bullish engulfing candle on the weekly. Bulls losing momentum on the daily. Stochastic's coiling up, so attempting to decide what it wants to do next. We didn't actually get overbought on the RSI, so there's still room on the RSI if it wants to make another attempt at a rally, and showing some extreme consolidation going on the candles currently on the daily. Bears gaining a little momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour with a bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and so far we just have consistent higher lows, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher lows. So it's looking like there is quite a lot of accumulation going on this asset currently. On the 1 hour, bears gaining a bit of momentum with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Still in neutral territory on the RSI, and some slight bearish engulfing going on here on the candles. So like most assets, this is looking quite nice on the weekly and starting to show signs of potential rally. Smaller time frames, maybe we might cool off a little bit, but overall Hex is looking quite bullish. Alright, Casper Labs. The bulls continue to lose momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Very nice bullish cross on the stochastic. Loving this bullish engulfing. We're bullishly engulfing over about roughly a month worth of candles and starting to approach over week 5. Bulls losing slight momentum on the daily today with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Not surprised though, because the RSI was just quite overbought. Now it's starting to cool off a little bit. Very nice rally that we just seen on the daily. So this little cool off doesn't really mean that much. Could just be cooling off before attempting to rally further. 4 hour bears gaining a bit of momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and some very slight bearish engulfing on the candles for the 4 hour. Bears gaining a little momentum on the 1 hour, stochastics coiling up, making an attempt at crossing bearish on the 1 hour. Bearish control zone on the RSI, and bearish engulfing going on the candles. So definitely potential that we do see this asset cool off further before it makes another rally or attempt to move up, but overall I do really like the looks of Casper Labs, especially for the risk-reward ratio. If we ever seen anything near previous all-time highs on this asset, phenomenal accumulation zone currently. Even just the recent highs at around 24 cents would still be a pretty decent rally from here, roughly a 3x. Alright, CRV, bears losing momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and I'm really liking the looks of the bullish engulfing going on the candles here. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD. Bullish cross on the stochastic for the daily though. Just hugging overbought on the RSI, and I really like the bullish engulfing that we currently see. 2 days straight of the bulls attempting to engulf. So making an attempt at a breakout here. Yeah, and the stochastic looks great right now. I really like the way that that's pointing up and broke bullish like that. 4 hour, bulls gaining momentum still. Stochastic's coiling up on the 4 hour, so attempting what it wants to do for its next major move. Still room on the RSI if it does want to run to the upside, and we're attempting to bullishly engulf on the 4 hour candles as well. If we break above this candle right here, it's going to be looking quite nice for CRV. Bears losing momentum on the 1 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Bullish control zone for the RSI, and we're attempting to bullishly engulf on the 1 hour candles as well. So pretty well all time frames are looking quite bullish on CRV currently. This is definitely one of the nicer looking charts today.
Wish I could shut
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how AMC just popped up here. I was going to look at Quant, but I'll take a look at this first. So the bulls are gaining momentum on the weekly MACD. I'm really liking the looks of this. Very nice bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and beautiful bullish engulfing on the candles. Yeah, right now we're bullishly engulfing above roughly 2.5 months worth of candles here, with bullish momentum building and a bullish cross on the stochastic. So for stocks, AMC is probably one of my favorite looking stocks currently. On the daily, bulls are losing momentum with a bearish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone still on the RSI, and looking like we just have a nice big bull flag going on here for the daily so far. 4-hour bears gaining a bit of momentum with a bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and still just consistent slow bearish engulfing on the candles for the 4-hour. The 1-hour though I am liking the looks of. Bears losing quite a lot of momentum with a bullish cross. RSI starting to round up and attempting to get up to neutral, and looking like it's really attempting to hold this level, so it is looking like we have quite a nice bull flag going on here currently. So smaller time frames look alright for AMC, and the larger time frames like the weekly. This is honestly looking like most cryptos right now. It's looking very nice on the weekly and showing signs of a nice potential rally incoming. Alright, now for Quant. Bears losing momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral for the RSI, and I'm liking the looks of the bullish engulfing going on here. Definitely not as nice as some charts on the weekly, but starting to show signs of potential life. For the daily, bulls losing momentum, stochastics cross bearish but beginning to coil up, bullish control zone on the RSI, and just a lot of consolidation on the candles here for the daily chart, and I like the way how we're consolidating above the fib level currently. 4-hour bulls losing momentum with a bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI. Very slight bearish engulfing, looking more like consolidation than anything on the 4-hour candles. Bears losing momentum on the 1-hour, stochastics coiling up. RSI is just very slightly in the bearish control zone. And looking like we have some extreme consolidation going on the candles here. It actually looks like we have almost a inverse head and shoulders going on here on the 1-hour as well, so that does look nice. Yeah, the stochastic looks pretty nice too. I like the way how we're just coiled up around that 20 zone. More often than not, when we're under the 20, it crosses bullish and we get a slight rally. Yeah, if there's anything else you guys want me to check out for you tonight, just let me know and I'll get to that right away. Alright, OMI. Not much information for the MACD yet, as this is a newer asset, but I do like the looks of the stochastic on the weekly here. Beginning to coil up significantly under the 20 zone, so that's definitely really nice. We're still in the bearish control zone for the RSI, but the candle's starting to look like it's rounding out a little bit. Yeah, for sure. I'll take a look at ETC right now for you. I'll just come back to this. Alright, Ethereum Classic. Looking very nice on the weekly MACD here. 2 weeks straight of bullish momentum building. Very nice bullish cross on the stochastic. The RSI was just pretty close to oversold, and now it's starting to get a nice little run again. And I really like the looks of the bullish engulfing going on the candles here. So that'd be 3 weeks straight of bullish engulfing. And let's see. So we're currently bullishly engulfing above roughly 3 months worth of candles here. So really liking the looks of that. Showing quite a lot of basically accumulation going on here at first, and now a nice attempt at a rally. Really liking the way that this is rounding out. Not really surprised that we see a cooling off on the daily, especially from the rally that we've just had on this asset. A little bit of bearish momentum building on the MACD, bearish cross on the stochastic for the daily. We were just overbought, but now it's cooled off a bit on the RSI. And we got some slight bearish engulfing going on here. Oh, yeah, sounds good. I'll take a look at Bitcoin. I'll just finish breaking down this asset quickly first, just because I'm already into here, but this is actually a pretty nice looking chart for Ethereum Classic. Bears gaining a bit of momentum on the 4-hour, bullish cross on the stochastic though. The RSI is getting pretty close to oversold. We're just in the bearish control zone, so still a bit more room to run to the downside if it really does want to. And just a lot of consolidation going on the candles here. And 4 hours starting to show a little bit of bearish momentum building, bearish cross on the stoke, bearish control zone on the RSI, and bearish engulfing on the candles. So definitely potential for a little more of a cool off on this asset before it really begins to run again, but Ethereum Classic is actually quite a nice looking chart on the larger time frames. Alright, now Bitcoin. Bears are losing significant momentum. We're really close to bullish momentum beginning to build on the MACD for the weekly. Really like this bullish cross on the stochastic. This is a very clear bullish cross, not starting to coil up at all yet. We are neutral on the RSI, but attempting to get into the bullish control zone. And the bullish engulfing going on the candles looks absolutely phenomenal. So, we're currently bullishly engulfing above roughly 2 months worth of candles here, and attempting to break above this fib level here. Once we see this fib level break and we get a nice run, we'll start to see some bullish momentum build. So it's going to be looking quite nice for Bitcoin at that point. Now, as for the daily, the bulls are losing momentum, and the stochastic is currently cross bearish but starting to coil up. Bullish control zone on the RSI, we were just overbought, now it's cooled off a bit, and looking like we have quite a lot of consolidation going on here. So the way that we broke below the fib level, got a wick above it, but we didn't really get a clean break above, and now we're starting to bearishly engulf, is showing that there is potential that we get a little pullback over the next few days. But the weekly chart is looking very nice. So after we see this cool off a little bit more, it's getting pretty likely that we'll see a nice rally coming for Bitcoin. Bears gaining a bit of momentum on the 4-hour, bearish cross on the stochastic. Just starting to enter the bearish control zone on the 4-hour RSI, and some slight bearish engulfing going on the candles. If we form a higher low above 44,283, that'll be showing extreme bullish pressure on this asset. But realistically, even if we pull down to around 39,630 and we form a higher low at this fib level, still looking absolutely great for Bitcoin at that point. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to smash that like button. For the 1-hour, bears gaining a bit of momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic. Still in the bearish control zone here. Oh, no problem at all. Is there any other assets that you want me to take a look at for you tonight? And a little bit of bearish engulfing on the 1-hour. So smaller time frames, I'm thinking it's starting to look kind of likely we see a bit more of a pullback, but the larger time frames are starting to show that there's potential for a very nice rally coming for both Bitcoin and the total crypto market. Alright, AION. Bears losing significant momentum. Very nice bullish cross on the stochastic for the weekly. Starting to get into the neutral zone for the RSI. And I'm liking the looks of the bullish engulfing going on for the weekly candles. And just from the recent high we've seen here, phenomenal accumulation zone, we're looking at pretty close to a 7x to this recent high. And that's without going to previous all-time highs that we've seen back during 2017. If we've seen a move even remotely close to what we've seen back 2017, $4 and $12.30 roughly, this asset has just phenomenal upside potential. Now this is definitely a much more high risk altcoin. There's not really any utility that I know of to this coin, but just based purely off the technicals, very nice risk reward ratio on this asset. And for the daily, bulls are losing momentum, stochastic is coiling up. We're slightly overbought on the RSI, so wouldn't really be surprised if that cools off a little bit. But the way that we're consolidating, it is looking like it wants to make an attempt at one more little rally, especially with the stochastic coiling up the way it is. Now, definitely possible we do see a little bit of a pullback, but same thing as most cryptos right now, the larger time frames are starting to look very nice on this asset. For the 4-hour, bears are gaining momentum, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone for the RSI, and some slight bearish engulfing going on the candles here. 1 hour, bears gaining a bit of momentum with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Starting to enter the bearish control zone for the RSI, and slight bearish engulfing on the 1 hour candles. So definitely possible that we do see a little bit more pullback, especially whenever we've seen this bearish divergence earlier, and we didn't get oversold since then. But larger time frames, like I was saying, same thing with most cryptos right now. The weekly is starting to look very nice, especially if we start to see some bullish momentum building here with this bullish cross on the stochastic and the bullish engulfing going on with the candles. And might as well see how the US stock market ended the week. Alright, so for the weekly, bears are losing momentum. Bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. But I do like the looks of the bullish engulfing going on the weekly candles, especially the way that we just wicked twice to this fib level and now it's starting to round out and attempt to rally again. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD for the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone for the RSI, and very slight bearish engulfing going on the candles here. 4 hour, bears are actually losing a little momentum and the stochastic's making an attempt at crossing bullish around the 20 zone. RSI didn't get quite oversold yet, so still more room if it does want to attempt to drop further. But I do like the way that we're rounding out and it's just wicking at these levels. 1 hour, bulls gaining a little momentum, bullish cross on the stochastic. We actually do have some 1 hour bullish divergence, so that's very nice. So the candles goes from a low to a lower low, meanwhile the RSI goes from a low to a higher low. So that would be a bullish divergence, which is a potential reversal signal back to the upside. So the large time frames like the weekly look great for the Dow Jones, and even the smaller time frames are starting to show signs of potential rally incoming. So I do like the looks of the Dow Jones currently. Alright, now for the Nasdaq. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly, bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and I'm liking the looks of the bullish engulfing going on the candles. Same thing as the Dow Jones, we got 2 wicks to the fib level, just bounced off that, starting to round out, and now we're bullishly engulfing, making an attempt at a rally. For the daily, bulls losing momentum with a bearish cross on the stochastic. We were just pretty close to overbought on the RSI, now cooled off a little bit. Tiny bit of bearish engulfing going on the candles. Four-hour bears losing slight momentum, stochastics coiling up under the 20 zone, so attempting to decide what to do next. We are in the bearish control zone for the RSI, and we're not quite oversold yet, so still a little more room to go to the downside if it really wants to. And just quite a lot of wick going on here, so showing like we got a little accumulation going on the candles, making an attempt at rounding out a little bit. And the 1 hour doesn't look as nice as the Dow Jones. We don't have any 1 hour bullish divergence present, but the bears are losing a bit of momentum and bullish cross on the stochastic here, with some slight bullish engulfing going on the candles. So Nasdaq is looking alright. Dow Jones definitely looks much nicer, but this is still showing signs of potential rally, especially on the larger time frames like the weekly chart. Alright, the last of the US stock indexes, the S&P 500. So for the weekly, bears are losing momentum 3 weeks in a row with a bullish cross on the stochastic. We didn't wick down to the top of the fib extension like we did on the other two stock indexes, but there is just quite a lot of wick going on here, showing that there's a lot of accumulation and is starting to round out with a nice little attempt at rallying here. Daily, bulls losing some momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic. Still in the bullish control zone for the RSI, and very slight bearish engulfing on the candles, looking more like a slight cool-off consolidation more than anything. 4 hour bears losing momentum, stochastics coiling up under the 20 zone. We're in the bearish control zone for the RSI with more room to go to the downside if it really does want to attempt to fall a little further. And same thing as the other two stock indexes, starting to round out a little bit on the 4 hour. 1 hour, bulls attempting to gain a little momentum with a bullish cross on the stochastic. We do have a bullish divergence on the S&P 500 1 hour though, so both the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 look a bit nicer than Nasdaq in this aspect. So we go from a low to a lower low on the candles, but the RSI goes from a low to a higher low. So bullish divergence, sign of a potential reversal back to the upside. So yeah, I do like the looks of the US stock indexes currently. We could see a little turbulence and slight consolidation over the next few days or maybe even week or so, but overall it's starting to show signs of a nice potential rally incoming, which if we do get a nice rally, it's going to be an attempt at new all-time highs and going into price discovery mode, which at that point stocks will likely go pretty crazy. Alright, Tesla. Bears losing momentum on the weekly MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI. And we just wicked twice down to this fib level, now it's starting to round out with some beautiful bullish engulfing over the past 2 weeks. Bulls losing momentum on the daily MACD, stochastics coiling up, so attempting to decide what to do next. We are slightly overbought on the RSI, and looking like we just have quite a large bull flag going on here, some consolidation going on. The bears are actually starting to gain a bit of momentum on the 4 hour though, with the bearish cross on the stochastic, and we're still overbought on the RSI. So definitely potential for a little pullback on Tesla, but same thing as most pretty well cryptos and stocks today. The weekly chart is looking quite nice. Bears losing momentum on the 1 hour, stochastics coiled up and attempting to cross bullish. Perfect neutral almost on the RSI, And just extreme consolidation going on the candles here, looking like there's a lot of accumulation going on. Is there anything else that you guys want me to check out for you tonight before I call it a night? Alright, so for Nintendo, Bull's losing a little momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Stochastic is coiling up though, so attempting to decide what to do next. Bullish control zone on the RSI with more room to run to the upside. And I like how for this weekly candle we're just consolidating above the fib level. Just got a little wick below and now we're back above it. And for the daily, bears gaining a little momentum with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. And looking like we got quite a lot of consolidation going on here. I also like how on the daily we're consolidating above the fib level here. Bears losing momentum on the 4 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and making an attempt at bullishly engulfing, also above the fib level on the 4 hour. So I do like the looks of Nintendo currently. We're attempting to form support at previous resistance now. 1 hour, bulls continue to gain momentum, stochastics coiling up. We are pretty high above the 80, so it's more often than not that that cross is bearish at that point. But we are coiled up, so it's attempting to decide what to do next. Neutral on the RSI, and we're actually making a small attempt at bullishly engulfing on the 1 hour candles. So overall, Nintendo's looking quite nice. And since we're above the 236 fib level, it's pretty well just previous all-time highs at this point for resistance, so if we break above this previous top we've seen here, Nintendo could go into price discovery mode and see a very nice rally over the coming weeks. Alright, well if there's nothing else that you guys want me to check out for you tonight, I'm going to call it a night. Well, I hope you all have a good evening and a good weekend, and I'll talk to you all again on Monday.
It's I don't say much, but I hear everything that I said. It don't go over my head. Success is the best revenge, no stress, I still ain't missed. We could've got round there, put it on social media, and ruined his cred. Could've grabbed a habit, put two in his head, but I let God do it instead. They done man wrong, where are they now? Nowhere to be seen. Where they at? The power's strong, where am I now? I've been in the charts for 18 weeks. My bro stay knocking man out, make man tap out, but I stay on his beat like a beep. Bro, I know it's long time no see, but I'm here whenever you need. Sat in a band or watching Snap weren't good for my mental health. The things that I see on a daily basis be on a daily melt. For real. Why the hell would I dwell on the past when I make profit off the pain I felt? How the fuck these guys gonna date these girls when they can't even pay for themselves? How? Few of these females left me on red back then, but I look now, I bet they regret it. They used to ask what I do for a living, I said that I work in a chemist. I had no money, I weren't embarrassed, I'm doing that road in my Toyota Yaris. C-Squad late trying to cut through traffic, rule number one, don't panic. I know they hate that they can't ignore me, I'm all over London town. It's funny to think that I went OT when I was 16 for £100. I get gal easy, you know, true. LYM, we don't run them down. I couldn't care less what they say on the blogs as long as my mumsy proud. I keep on telling the young bulls grind, don't quit, cause it's all about timing. Bro's on a ped with a brick on him and he's trying to blend in so he's wearing a high-vis. Always trying to get the party done, that's how I got nicked that violence. Alright. I told little bro when I stepped out of cells, it's calm, one day I'll headline. They done man wrong, where are they now? Nowhere to be seen. Where they at? The power's strong, where am I now? I've been in the charts for 18 weeks. My bro stay knocking man out, make man tap out, but I stay on his beat like a beep. Bro, I know it's long time no see, but I'm here whenever you need. Put my life on the line to see bro elevate. Sometimes I feel like I'm way too generous. Step on the gas one time, accelerate. I need the same time piece as Federers. First flight that I took was an easy jet, now it's TXP, I'm on Emirates. Live your movie, I say it with emphasis, but the flow too effortless. I'm wary, gotta stay on my pivot. Stay on it. Reminding myself it's business. Gotta stay on my feelings. Still gotta weigh out my options. I met a lot of these rappers, and we ain't got nothing in common. Tryna ship out the bud from Cali, everyone got bud from Holland. The weed that I dropped my tape Wild West, I painted my city orange. I see a lot of videos look like mine, I don't even mind, just pay me homage. Stuck in the trenches, skin go pale. I've been in LA, now my skin look olive. I told little bro gotta stay in school, my bad example, I didn't go college. I listen a lot, but I don't speak much. I kept it brief, she think that I'm shy. She down for the cause, I told her I'm done. She said she want more, I bring in my guy. I was dead broke, I had no hope. I sat and I thought about ending my life. I was down bad and they asked how I am. I got out like a man and I said I'm alright. I got on my grind, didn't make excuses. Stayed in the trap, got hot, got humid. The hood just full up of drug consumers, so we abuse it. If I don't do it, then someone gon' do it. Trusted a man and he done me like Judas. Bare opportunist, no opportunity. Trusting the government, but they all clueless. They done man wrong, where are they now? Nowhere to be seen. Where they at? The power's strong, where am I now? I've been in the charts for 18 weeks. My bro stay knocking man out, make man tap out, but I stay on his beat like a beep. Bro, I know it's long time no see, but I'm here whenever you need.
So I wanna say Alhamdulillah, God give me everything. Alhamdulillah, I know you got this, don't like this. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah.